Congratulations and welcome to this training class. My name is Akinlayo Christiana. I'll be guiding you through the world of stock exchange. By way of introduction, business and investment are two different things, even though people tend to mix it up. Business is a game of skill. You are buying and you are selling for the purpose of profit. It means activities is going on. Even though you may employ someone to oversee the affairs of your business, but activities must go on for the business to thrive. Investment, on the other hand, is not like that. In investment, your money is working for you. Take for instance, you bought a landed property somewhere. You may not do anything about the property. Development can hit that side and you resell over time to make your own profit, including buying of gold. You are not really doing anything to appreciate your gold. Over the years, the gold appreciated. This tells you that investments that are real, they are long term. Avoid any quick money, any Ponzi scheme that usually end in premium tiers. Now, we know buying land is good. Buying gold is okay. But with the current economic situation of the country, with the high cost of living, how many people can comfortably get a real estate or buy gold? And that is why this investing in shares is very, very vital, as it accommodates many people. You know, the little amount of money that you will have spent without accounting for it can actually be channeled towards investment in stock. Now, investment in stock market is one of the vital way to plan for the future. You know, the normal trend of working for 35 years and now waiting for pension should be eliminated. You know why? Many people have gone to their early grave working 35 years actively all the days of their life without having any backup to fall back to after retirement. Many people do not have any investment that they can point at, and this has led them to their early grave. Now, the rich know how important investment is and they channel their money into it. Now, when you invest in stock, you are purchasing a small piece of ownership in the company. So you will be able to see how much that company is making every year, and by yourself you'll be able to decide if the company actually worth it or not. However, learning is very important, because even though this stock exchange is real, even though you can secure the future with it, without accurate knowledge, you may end up wasting your hard-earned money. Knowledge is indeed power. Now, what is stock? You have been hearing stock. Stock is a unit or piece of ownership in a company. It is the same thing as share. When you say I want to buy share, it's the same thing, or equity. Now, having a stock in a company will make you a part owner or a shareholder of that company. Imagine you are now part of the owner of big brands like Amazon, big brands like Facebook and the like, and you don't even need huge amount of money to get started. You know, these days when I buy, when I subscribe or I buy recharge card, you know, I'm rest assured that our company is growing. I use these telecommunication companies, and I am part of the shareholder. It means our business is actually growing. Now, what is stock market? Definitely, you can't buy veggies here. It is a network of stock exchanges where investors buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. Now, investors like you and me, we can purchase the shares. Now, when we buy the shares, we give them our money. They give us in return unit of shares. And what this company do with our money is that they grow and expand their companies the more with the money. You know, you find out like that big brands like Coca-Cola, they kept on advertising. You'll be wondering, why are they still advertising? We know about them. No, they need to continue to advertise, to be at the top of their game, to be competitive. And so the money they use is the money they got from you and me, and so they expand their companies with this money. So you can see now that your money that you invest in these companies help the companies to grow. So that is why investment, you will not get instant return. So when they make profit with your money, they share the profit and all of that. So it is very different from Ponzi scheme. Now, companies can approach the public for money by offering their shares for sale, and the first time a company offers its shares is called initial public offer. You give them your money, they give them unit, they give you unit or fractions of the company share, and it makes you a shareholder in that company. And you can actually be a shareholder in different companies from different sectors. Now, how does this stock market actually work? In order for you to understand, it helps to know that there are two types of market. We have the primary market and the secondary market. In the primary market, shares are majorly created. Companies list their share through the initial public offer. Remember that initial public offer is when a company the first time they ever list their shares to the public. So I see this stage as a point of startup for the company, where they are still pulling money together in order to grow the business. Now, the secondary market is the stock exchange itself, where the supply and demand of these shares are sold, bought, and traded every day. Now, this is a stage where you and I can put in our urgent 2K. So, majority of the companies we have today, they are no longer on primary listing, but we can buy from them from the secondary market. Now, how can you make money from the stock market? I know somebody is already asking, if I give them my money, if they now expand their businesses or their companies with my money, what happened to me? What is my benefit? Well, this is the aspect you have been waiting for. Investors like you and I, we can profit from owning stock in one or two ways. Now, either by dividend payment or by value appreciation. Now, by dividend payment, we mean that companies can distribute part of their profit. You give them your money and they actually channel it into things that can expand their companies. And when they make profit, so they can distribute the profit that they make among their shareholders. It could be on a quarterly basis, it can be on an annual basis. For example, MTN paid a dividend of 10 naira. It means that if you have bought 1,000 units of shares with MTN, like you as a shareholder, you have 1,000 units with MTN, and at that quarter they declare 10 naira as their dividend payment. It means you are getting 10,000 naira for that quarter, and the original money that you used in buying the shares is intact. That is just your profit for that period. You see that it is very, very useful. You have been buying their data, you have been using their airtime and all of that. So it's better you also enjoy part of the dividend from these companies. Now, another way by which you can actually make money from the stock market is by value appreciation. When you buy shares and the value appreciates the value appreciated beyond the price you used to start. For example, let's say you bought MTN shares at 100 naira, and in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year, the share price rose to like 500 naira. It means you have made a profit of 400 naira on each unit of the MTN. So it is called value appreciation. Most of these things they don't teach us in school. At least I used 8 years in the university. I was not taught how to make money. Now, I have various examples of my students buying shares at lower price. The share price is now increased and all of that, which I'm going to drop in the comments in the group. So we should also understand that not all companies pay dividend. I told you that two major ways of making money in this stock exchange is by dividend payment and value appreciation. However, not all companies pay dividend. So let's look at the two kinds of company we have. We have the blue chip company and we have the growth company. Blue chip companies, these are large companies. They have established record of growth. Talk of companies like Coca-Cola. They usually pay dividend. That is, the profit they make, they share it among their shareholders. Every time they make profit, they share it among their shareholders. They have been in business for years and they have a stable earning, but they have less potential for high growth. Now, growth companies are companies that the profit they are making, they are still reinvesting it back into the company to further grow the company. Example of these companies are Tesla by Elon Musk. So they don't usually pay dividend. It means when they channel your money into their business, into expansion of their business, the profit they make, they reinvest it back into the company, and so they do not share the profit among shareholders. So if you are buying with a growth company, the way you make money is by value appreciation. That is, the share you bought, you resell at higher amount. So there are some facts that you need to know about stock exchange. Number one thing is you need to have a long-term mentality. Like I said, Real investment appreciate over time. You don't buy land today and sell tomorrow. So you need to have a long-term mentality. Even though you can buy share today, the next 1 month, the next 2 months, like my student, there's one of my students that bought share, and over 1 month, he made a total gain of 366,000 naira in just 1 month. It happens like that. But even though it can happen like that, you need to have a long-term mentality, because people are naturally impatient. The only way you can lose money from stock market is that when you bought your share and you resell without waiting for that share to appreciate. But why will you do that when you already know that this thing you are channeling your money into is a long-term investment that will appreciate over time? Like my father, Bishop David Olaniyi Oyedepo, will say it is better to be slow and sure than to be fast and fail. So you need long-term mentality. Plan to buy your stock and hold for a long time so that the value can actually appreciate. Like I said, you don't buy gold today and sell tomorrow. You allow it to appreciate. So let the magic of compound interest work for you. Because your share that you bought today, in the next 1 week it appreciated a little, does not mean you should sell in a hurry. So this is the secret of the rich. Now, what is the best time to buy share? Well, the best time to buy is right now that you are seeing this opportunity. Is right now that you are watching this training. You know why? I have actually told you that most of the shares are not on initial public offer again. But the good news is, as this year began now, we heard a news that some of the newest companies are listing their share on the stock platform that I am going to introduce you to. So companies like TransPower, companies like Dangote Food, companies like NNPC, they are about to list their share. One of the benefits that you enjoy is that when they list their share and you buy first, you enjoy much more value appreciation. So it means you are here at the right time, but you need to be sensitive to pick this offer as quick as you can. So how much actually do you need to start buying shares? Well, like I said, the little amount of money that you may have spent or that you usually spend without accounting for it, maybe the 5,000 naira here, the 2,000 naira here, the 10 cedis here, the 50 cefas here, and the like that you have just used and not account for it, you can actually now channel it towards buying a share, and over the years, little drop of water will make what? A mighty ocean. Now, how do you know the best stock to buy? You should understand what the company are doing, know their management details, their culture, etc. Most of these things you can actually find them on Google. So how many stocks should you buy? Well, there is no hard rule. The important thing is that you can have a diversified portfolio, like you can buy shares in different companies from different sectors, and this is what is working, and share is working. Value of shares is appreciating. There was a share I bought is less than 1 naira. I bought a lot of, if a share is less than 1 naira, if you buy 10,000 units, that's just 10,000 naira or so. So it's not actually high amount of money that they sell this share. So over the time, like in the next 3 months, the share appreciated to like, I think 2.5 naira or something, and my money increased tremendously. It's just like that, like times 3 of my money. So this is things that you can start with little money. You'll be topping it up, you'll be buying more and more as you get more money. Share is working, the value of share is appreciating. I don't know anything you have heard about share previously, but now the technology is advanced. We have unfair advantage of technology that you can actually buy your share. Previously, when our parents were buying shares, they need to go to bank, they need to do this and all of that. But in today's world, you can do the process of buying, the process of selling swiftly on your phone without moving and heat. You can buy shares with foreign companies, stock of Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Twitter, many foreign companies, many Nigerian companies. In fact, majority of people that are not in Nigeria, like the Ghanaians, the Cameroonian, Kenyans, they are buying with foreign companies. You use Facebook every time, you use WhatsApp every time, you use Twitter every time, and it will be wise if you are part of their shareholder. Now that you have known that buying share is good, now that you have known that you can make money in 2 ways buying share, either by dividend payment or value appreciation, how can you get started? I know that is the big question in your mind right now. Now, getting started is very simple. Getting started is actually very simple. All you need to do is that you need to get the training course tag Stock Exchange Masterclass. Let me outline what you are going to learn in the Stock Exchange Masterclass. You are going to learn the different trusted trading app that I personally use. You need to be very, very careful of different trading app that is moving around that are not connected to any stock brokerage account in order not to lose your hard-earned money. So I'm going to show you the stock broking firm for both Nigerian companies. If you want to buy with Nigerian company, if you still want to buy with foreign companies, different foreign companies, I will show you how to go about it. I will show you how to buy stock from the secondary market, how to track trending stock, what you should check, because even though you make money through stock exchange, but it is not every company that you can throw your money at. You don't just buy with any company. So how to check out the companies that are performing well. Understand the word performing well. I'm going to show you. And in case your parent bought shares for you when you are young and you don't know how to go about it, or you have not been receiving your dividend, how to claim it, I'm going to show you in the Stock Exchange Masterclass. I'm going to show you list of stock that are doing well. As a beginner, you may be confused which one should I buy first and all of that. I have a list of stock that I recommend for my students. In fact, it is a step-by-step, well-detailed lecture that after my students went through the lecture, they came back to me and said, no, this cost what nothing less than 200,000 naira. Well, it's just to help a lot of people to come out of financial frustration, to come and secure their future, and that is why I'm not putting it at a high price. So if you are getting the Stock Exchange Masterclass right away, you are going to pay a sum of 12,499 naira early bird fee. But if you are coming back for it later, the original price of the Stock Exchange Masterclass is 20,500, which worth much more. I'm going to drop the review that we have on the group. You can actually check what majority of my students that has gotten the course, what they said about the course. Let me advise you. You did not ask for advice, but as an online business coach, anytime I see people wasting money, my body will just be peppering me. Making money has principle. Now, you must have what you are doing. Is either a business or a job. So, or you are doing both. So, if you are doing only one income stream, it is not enough with the current economic situation. So, if you want other stream of income, you can also chat me up so that I will guide you on how to go about it. Now, anytime you make money from your salary or from your business, the first thing you need to do is to pay yourself. We pay others first. You pay for subscription, pay for bill, pay for that, and at the end of the day, there's no money that you can use to pay yourself. When I say pay yourself, I mean dedicate some amount of money to things that will bring you money later. Dedicate some amount of money to investment. You can say every month I'll be removing 10,000 from my salary to buy shares. Over the years, it will amaze you the kind of result that you are having. I just smile when I see my fellow ladies. They are carrying iPhone 16, iPhone 15 up and down, but they don't even have 1,000 naira, 10 CDs, 50 Cephas as a share with Apple, and they are using the company every time. Or is it those people that buy 1 million naira both straight here when they have not even straightened the future? Well, I recommend the book The Richest Man in Babylon for you. You can go and read. The truth is that many people, they have made good money in the past. They have touched money before, but they cannot actually point at this is what they use the money for, because you know why? Money has wings and it can flow away if you cannot sustain it or multiply it. That is my advice for you. And how do you sustain and multiply your money? Join the next batch of Stock Exchange Masterclass by paying one-time payment of 12,499 naira. My students that paid since last year, they are still asking questions on the support group and we are still answering them. So it's a one-time payment that give you access to me, access to the training course, access to ask questions in case you are confused along the line, or you can come back for it for original price of 20,500 naira. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you for watching this training. God bless you.